Trump's food stamp food box brilliant strategy. Trump's food stamp food box brilliant strategy. Thank you for tuning in to Laurel with the Black Political Buzz Network. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone, and I hope that this day is a very loving day for you as it has been for me. Now, let's talk about President Trump's recent announcement of him wanting to reduce the budget for food stamps or EPT cards. You know, people that receive food stamps, they are given this electronic EPT type card, like a debit card for food stamps. So when they go into the store to purchase food, they just swipe their card like a debit card, and that card deducts from their food stamp account. Well, President Trump recently announced when he released his most recent, budget, federal budget, that he was going to reduce or slash. He's going to slash or reduce the food stamp budget by billions and billions of dollars, and he's going to launch a food stamp food box program. So households or people whose households receive at least $90 or more in food stamps, they will start receiving a food stamp food box, at their homes. So instead of, being allowed to continue using their food stamp card, the federal government is going to send them a huge box of food. And that food will include canned foods, breads, fresh produce, fresh meats. President Trump's, according to the mainstream media, President Trump is going to partnership with a company like Blue Apron. And Blue Apron, if you know anything about them, they are a company that ships out pre-planned dinners. So you can pay a certain amount of money to Blue Apron, and they ship you out a frozen box of pre-planned dinners. And in those boxes, you have fresh fish, fresh beef, fresh chicken, fresh salmon, fresh vegetables, etc. And, and the food is really good. These boxes are really, really good. And there are other companies like Blue Apron out there. But Blue Apron is very well known for its products, its food being fresh, deliveries on time, etc. So President Trump announced that he would probably partnership with a company like Blue Apron to deliver or ship out boxes of food to households or people that receive food stamps, more than $90 a month in food stamps. Now, immediately, there was political backlash. I mean, the media, the Democrats, there was immediate political backlash about this idea. Well, I think it's a great idea. What? You're a black woman and you think that's a great idea? Yes, I do. And let me tell you why I believe that food box idea is a great strategy. Okay, because you have many people out here who are receiving $700-800 a month or more in food stamp, and they're not all black. So don't come up with that bull saying that they're all black women. No, they're not. There are Hispanic people. There are many Hispanic people, and you all are saying that that illegal immigrants do not receive food stamps. That's a lie. That's a lie. There are many Mexican, and I'm not bashing Mexican people, so don't come up with that. I don't want to hear that. I don't bash Mexican people. But I do know that there are Mexican people who receive food stamps. They go to the store, Walmart somewhere, where there's a Walmart supercenter, where they sell food. They get in line, they have a whole counter full of food, and they'll pull out an EPT card. And will not be legal. Will be sending their money back to Mexico and not paying taxes, but they're getting food stamp cards. At least black women in America, if they receive food stamps, At least they're paying taxes, because a lot of black women who are in charge of single family households work. I'll say that again. A lot of black women who are in charge of single family households work. Whether they work a part-time job or a full-time job, they're working. And if they're working, that means they're paying taxes. So this myth or misconception that single women with children outside of wedlock do not pay taxes, you're lying. They have to pay FICA, that's a tax. Social Security, that's a tax. So they're paying taxes. But these illegal immigrants that are getting food stamps, they're not paying taxes because they're not legal. Thank you. But anyway, and that's why many illegal immigrants don't want to apply to become legal citizens, because they don't want to pay taxes. And that's not right. If you're going to benefit from our country's resources, you should be a legal citizen paying taxes, some kind of taxes, somewhere. So President Trump's idea to send out food boxes will eliminate illegal immigrants who refuse to apply for legal citizenship from receiving those benefits. It will also stop many recipients of food stamp cards from selling food stamps. When you are a recipient of food stamps, that food stamp card or that food stamp benefit card, it is to help you to purchase nutritional food for your household. It's not for you to go out there and sell those food stamp benefits to put extra cash in your pocket for you to go shop and buy a new bag or a new pair of shoes. I repeat, when your household receives food stamp benefits, that food stamp benefit card is for you to purchase nutritional food for your household so your household can eat. Not for you to go out there and sell those food stamps so you can go out there and buy you a new bag, a new pocketbook, or a new pair of shoes, or to get your weave done. So President Trump wanting to send out a food box to households of food stamp recipients who receive more than $90 a month in food stamps. And that will be mainly younger households or household recipients, not senior citizens, because most elderly or senior citizens households that receive food stamps, they receive less than $90 a month in food stamps. Most elderly people who are food stamp recipients receive less than $90 a month in food stamps. So this would not affect them. This policy change would not affect the senior citizens or the elderly citizens. But it would affect people who are much younger, who are taking food stamp cards and selling them. If you receive $700, $800, and $900 a month in food stamps, you shouldn't sell $400 a month in food stamps to put cash in your pocket, especially when you're able-bodied. I'm not against food stamps. No, I'm not. I am not against food stamps. But I am against people who sell food stamps. That's not right. Especially when you have elderly people and senior citizens who are receiving barely $80 a month in food stamps. And you're out here getting $700, $800, and $900 with the food stamps because you have 4, 5, 6, 7 children. And then you're selling yours. And then your children, when you sell those food stamps, how are your children eating healthy meals? If you receive $700, $800, $900 a month in food stamps because you have 4 and 5 children, then how are you going to feed your children healthy meals the rest of the month? I repeat, if you are a single mother or a household that has 4 and 5 children or more, and you're receiving $700, $800, and $900 a month in food stamps, and you're selling half of that, how are you going to feed your children healthy meals for the remainder of the month after you sold those food stamps for cash? So that's why I believe that President Trump's food stamp, food box strategy is a great idea. So people who are against that, please stop politicizing. Democrats, please stop politicizing this idea and look at it as a way of ensuring that children who live in impoverished households mainly with single mothers, will in fact receive or be able to have a nutritional meal, because their mothers will not be able to sell the food stamps for cash and then go out there and feed their children TV dinners and junk for the rest of the month. Democrats, stop politicizing this idea. Look at it as a way of ensuring that these children will receive nutritional meals, because they'll be getting pre-planned meals that are nutritional. Those households will receive fresh meat, fresh seafood, fresh vegetables, so that those children in those households can receive nutritional meals, not eating TV dinners, fast food, and candy and junk for the rest of the month because their mothers would have sold the food stamps for cash. That's all I want to say. President Trump's food stamp, food box, brilliant strategy. I think it's a great idea. Please revisit the idea versus bashing it. Before you bash the idea, look at it from more than one perspective. Before you bash that idea, look at it from more than one perspective. Look at it through the eyes of a hungry child. Look at that idea through the eyes of a hungry child who is eating junk instead of nutritional meals. Thank you for tuning in to Laurel with the Black Political Buzz Network. Goodbye.